Hi everybody, Paul and Laura here, and we are producing the first of several videos, hopefully to come, to teach and demonstrate how to use the tools to uncover the mysteries of the kingdom. Um, we're going to go over all of the references that Paul uses to use his study and teach you guys how to use them. Um, Here is the short list. There's Esword, there's the New Strong's Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible, which Paul calls the Big Strongs. The New Strong's Expanded Dictionary of Bible Words, which Paul calls the Little Strongs. The Englishman's Hebrew Concordance of the Old Testament, coded with the Strong's numbers, and the New King James Version of the Bible. In this video only, though, it's going to be very brief. We're going to cover Esword only, and show people how to use that, because we get lots of questions, on where do you find this Bible? How do you get this tab up there and things like that? So we'll cover all that today. There are also many other online Bible search tools. We only recommend Esword. It's the easiest to use, and it keeps us all on the same page. It's all you'll ever need to use when doing your research in the mysteries and the paradigms. So here are the instructions. We're going to start real basic. Start with the internet. You're going to open your internet browser, and up in the address window you're going to type in www.esword.net. That will bring you to this window, and it's where you're going to be able to download and or install Esword. Once you do this, Esword icon will appear on your desktop. I don't know where yours is going to end up. Mine usually just goes over to the left. So there's your little Esword icon. You can also pin your Esword icon to your bottom toolbar if you want.
A right click on your Esword tab, or what icon, will give you the option to pin or unpin to the taskbar.
Right, and it sure makes it easier. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I sit down at my computer and start to work, I have lots of windows open. If I could just go down to my bottom toolbar, click the Esword, and get it loaded up very quickly.
Okay, so I clicked on the bottom tab on the icon, the Esword icon, and I get this window. This window is a tools or tips of the day window. I never use it. I never read them because my use with Esword is very limited. So I click OK, and then I immediately go up to the what do you call that? Magnifying glass, and I click that because I want larger print, so I don't have to strain to see the screen. Go ahead.
Perfect. Good. Now when you open the program like we just did, you will get several windows that you're able to access. These windows are entitled B, C, D, and E. Each one of these windows has a small pen tack in the upper right hand side of the window. We recommend you close all of these accessible windows except for the B Bible one. So we're going to show you how to get rid of these windows and unclog your page. Yes, Paul is putting his mouse over that pen. He clicks it, and that particular area of dictionaries goes over to the left-hand side of your page, and you don't have to deal with it anymore. We're going to do the same thing with C and commentaries, same thing with editors. Just click the pen, and all of those will load to the left side of your page there. So now, all you have in front of you is your Bible references, Bible tools. That's all you need and want. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is show everybody not only how to download these Bibles that Paul uses and recommends, we're going to give you the list. We're going to give you the list, so you might want to take pen and paper or whatever and write them down. Okay, so first go up to your toolbar at the top, and you're going to look for download. Right.
All the different options up there, we want download.
We want download. Click download and select Bibles. Once you select Bibles, you'll get a new window. These are all the Bibles you have to choose from that you can download. The blue writing is simply a hyperscript to let you select it.
And they're listed alphabetically. Okay, so where are we going?
The first one we're going to download and look for is the KJV.
What happened to that window?
It's okay. Minimize that. There. First one we're looking for is the KJV, King James Version.
Okay, it's right there. It's in black because it's already loaded into the computer on this computer.
Right. Okay. But you're going to select it. And when you select it, it's going to end up coming down in this downloadable area at the bottom of this window.
Let's do the ASV because that one is not in here. So
Good.
if we want to load the ASV, the American Standard Version Bible, we click on that and see how it showed up down at the bottom. Eventually you'll load in, I don't know, 4 or 5 Bibles that we're going to suggest. You'll have 4 or 5 loads down here. 7 loads. You have 7 loads down here, and then at some point you click on what's it called?
You're going to click on download and start, and it will download every single one of them all at once.
Okay, there's your download window, a start window, but we're not going to do that right now.
Not right now.
All right, so keep going.
Okay, we want the KJV Plus.
KJV.
KJV Plus is the one right here with King James Version. It tells you right there Strong's numbers is used.
Right.
Whenever you see the plus sign next to your Bible choice, it means that it is encoded with Strong's numbers. This is the most valuable book you're going to download.
Right.
All right. Also KJV 1611. You want to explain why you like the 1611, Paul?
I use the King James 1611 when I want to go back to whatever the original, as far back as we can, to the original English text on certain words. Some of these words would be words like Leviathan or unicorn or dragon. I want to go back. I want to get out of the way of all of the different translations and opinions of people and go back to the original meaning as far back as we can go, and that in Esword is 1611.
Very good, very good. All right, we also want the modern King James Version, MKJV. And Paul likes to use this one because it cuts out a lot of the these and thous and, some of the hard constructs of the original King James Version.
Right. I also use this in writing. You have to have if you do any sort of writing, or if you're mailing somebody, you can do a copy paste on any of these Bibles. So I use the modern King James Version because it's written plainly. It is indexed basically to the King James Version, but also that's the Bible that I use, the modern King James Version, and I can use this to copy and paste into anything that I write.
Right, very good. So that's pretty much all of the English Bibles. We're going to go now to the Hebrew Bibles in the Hebrew section, and we've got 2 recommendations for.
Roll down alphabetically. G's H. Okay.
The first one Paul recommends is the Hebrew New Testament.
Okay, and the Hebrew New Testament is what we use. If we ever go to the New Testament, you never ever read or talk about the Greek language. It's a confused language. Even the English is confused. So we want to get back to the original as much as we can. And the original language is the Hebrew language. Forget all the arguments that Christians will give you about, well, Greek or Aramaic, or just forget all that stuff. We want the Hebrew New Testament version.
Yes, because the Greek language and translations contain no you can't uncover any mysteries from those.
There are no mysteries in the Greek language.
Right, there are none. All right. And then the second Hebrew text we need is the Hebrew Old Testament Plus.
The plus means with the strong numbers. So we definitely want to load that one in. This is where you'll spend 99% of your time, right here. This Bible right here. So if we clicked on it, it would load down on the bottom and be added to all the other Bibles that we've loaded down there. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. And you should have, like I said, maybe 6. I don't know what the eSword automatically loads for you anymore. I don't remember. But six or seven down here in the bottom portion of your screen. You're finished with that part. You're going to go up again to the upper toolbar in the upper left, click download and start.
Okay. So
I'm not
going to click it.
Right.
That's what you do.
But that's what you do, and it will load them all for you. Okay, you're now done with this window.
Minimize.
Let's see if we can close it. I think that's.
Load it.
All right, once you do that, this is what you're going to see. You've moved all of those other windows out of the way. All you have is your Bible reference window up, and look at your upper tabs. Paul's going over them with his cursor. You've got both Hebrew books. You don't need the JPS. I loaded that long ago, and I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Here's the KJV, KJV plus Strong's, KJV 1611, Modern King James Version. And you can also load the American Standard Version.
Or whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. But these are the ones that you need. Okay. Let's go to the King James Version tab, Paul, and show people what this looks like and how they can hover over the Strong's words and why what they would want to do that.
Yeah. I'm hovering over 776 Earth, so you get a drop window, and how come I can't? Okay. I have to leave the cursor on the number, and then you get a drop window, and this gives the Strong definition for that word, which comes out of one of the books that you first read, Laura.
Right, the Englishman's Concordance. It comes out of that book. There's also the Big and Little Strongs.
No, okay, but it comes out of, this definition comes out of the Little Strongs
The Little
books.
Strongs.
Yeah,
the Little Strongs.
Okay, so what else we want to do here?
I think that's all we need to tell people on what Bibles to load, how to look up the Strong's numbers. You want to do one more thing. You want to show people how they can set their font. Their font and the size of the font, so they don't have to always fix their font when they're producing.
Right. For copy and pasting, we go up here to the tab options up at the top there where the cursor is. We go down to, scroll down to fonts, click that, and I always use, come up. Okay. All right. And I always use the Bookman Old style, so you scroll down there till you find the font you want. You click OK, then you go down to the font size that you want. I always use 14, and you click OK, and you're done with that. Now, every time you copy and paste a verse, so you right click and you copy this, you're going to get your whatever you saved in your options for the font and the size.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Saves time. All about saving time.
Right.
Okay, let me see. That's it, Paul. Is there anything in general that you'd like to say about Esword or to the people before we sign off on this video?
No, it's just you just want it. We chose Esword basically because I've been using it all these years. There's a lot of other what do they call them?
Online Bible tools.
Online Bible tools, but we want to keep this simple. We just want to show this one perspective of the Esword, and if everybody uses it, we'll all know the same thing,
right,
and
right.
be able to do the same thing.
One mind.
One mind.
In so many words.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, you guys, I'm as usual. Paul can be emailed. I can be emailed. You can Skype us. His email is locust697@gmail.com. Mine is segula.wordpress@gmail.com. And also just want to say hi to all the subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And please let us hear from you.
That's right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next tube.
All right. Next time we're going over the books.